What is metacognition? Metacognition is the process of thinking about one's own thinking and learning. Metacognition also involves knowing when you know, knowing when you don't know, and knowing what to do when you don't know. In other words, it involves self-monitoring and correcting your own learning processes. For example, you engage in metacognition if you notice that you are having more trouble in learning concept A and concept B, or if you realize that your approach to solving a problem is not working and you try a different approach. Metacognition also involves knowing yourself as a learner, that is, knowing your strengths and weaknesses as a learner. For example, if you can explain your formula and solution in mathematics and anything logical, then you are metacognitively aware. Metacognition is a concept that is becoming increasingly popular in education. Ever since the Education Endowment Foundation Toolkit highlighted metacognition as one of the most cost-effective ways to help students improve their learning, more and more schools have started teaching metacognition in the classroom. Metacognition derived from the Greek word meta, which means beyond, and the Latin word cognoscere, meaning getting to know, refers to the student's ability to be aware of what they are thinking about and choose a helpful thought process. It captures a student's ability to analyze how they think, have high self-awareness and control of their thoughts, and choose an appropriate and helpful strategy for the task at hand. If I am going to apply the first step, analyze how they think. For example, I believe that my idea is right because it's my own idea and there's no wrong about it. I have this critical analysis, or maybe I will think critically. I will not decide it quickly to deliver it to the audience. I'll just make an analysis, balancing inside my mind that is my idea correct or appropriate? In that manner, there's an analysis that's happening inside my mind. Having high self-awareness and control over thoughts, we have to be aware of our skills and what we can't do. Those who have lack of metacognitive thinking tend to overestimate themselves because they don't know their capacity, how to think, how to solve and escape from isolation. That is why they suffered setbacks. If we know our capacity, our strengths and weaknesses, we could be able to determine in what field we are good, and then we have to improve it. Developing appropriate and helpful thinking strategies at each stage of a task. If a teacher will give a task, for example, a debate, then the students came up with a strategies they plan in order to make their idea substantial. They would pick important details and direct to the point answers. And in the task, when they are doing the debate, they would keep their strategy, and in the end, when they realize that it is good to apply, next time will improve it and rather stick to that strategy. As a beginner, if your teacher will give you an activity, how can you apply metacognitive activities? As a beginner, when our teacher will give us activities, for example, she wants us to write a poem. First, I will apply the first step. I will think critically. I will analyze what's the best title of the poem. Does it impact to the audience? And then I will apply the second step. I will check the rhythm and the writing of every line to make it colorful. And then the third, I will apply the strategy of eliminating words which are not suitable, and I will stick to the words that are excellent to hear. Thank you for listening and watching. This is Lordel Tisong Gahid from Bachelor of Secondary Education, 3rd year, major in English, Black 2.